Alana is a girl with unique face, straight nose, striking eyes, and those weird nipples we never see but always recognize their points on her clothes. That are the ultimate goal of a younger boy named Gary, who does everything he can to reach them. Does he succeed? I don't reveal. Alana and Gary unfortunately have an age gap of 10 years. Alana is older and that makes the situation even worse, or at least in Alana's opinion. They meet in Gary's school where Alana has come as a photographer's assistant who keeps mirror and comfort students to arrange themselves. Gary sees her very soon and at first sight falls in love with her. He doesn't waste time and asks her out for dinner. But Alana's initial reaction was unpleasant and frustrating. She mocks him and calls him ridiculously a kid. The entire movie is about this kind of extravagant relationship between a 25-year-old girl and a 15-year-old boy. It actually is Alana's journey toward true love. At first, she looks for someone more than Gary, more famous, richer, or more handsome, and is instantly rejecting Gary's honest affection for her. She meets three guys, one of Gary's friends, Lance, an actor, Jack Holden, and a politician, Joel Wax, but it doesn't go well with them at all. However, Alana at the end understands the great value of love and forgets other subsidiary things. Licorice Pizza has two noticeable themes: comic scenes full of laughter and plenty of historical details. It was more than once I had to laugh out loud while watching this movie. Its satirical moments are startling. When Japanese restaurant owner Jerry Frick speaks English with weird Japanese accent, when Alana invites Avis Lance to Shabbat dinner, and a religious father suddenly realizes his belief, when a reluctant customer of waterbed becomes interested in the product by Alana's sexy descriptions of that, the whole character of Mary Grady, who is supposed to find Alana's acting talent, and also John Peters' character and his craziness all obviously points to Paul Thomas Anderson's powerful sense of humor, who has both directed and written this well-structured tale. Also, we see historical elements placed precisely in some sequences without damaging movies inner logic. Here is 1973 San Fernando Valley, where is known with its several film studios. Gary himself is an actor based on the real character of Gary Goetzman, a current famous Hollywood producer who was a teenage actor at the early 70s. John Peters is a film producer too, who is played extraordinary by Bradley Cooper in that amazing truck driving scene. He was in a relationship with Barbara Streisand, the point which is mentioned in the movie too. Actually, John Peters has produced the movie A Star is Born, 1976, starring Barbara Streisand. It's interesting to notice that movie's title in 2018 was used by Bradley Cooper to remake A Star is Born, which is starring Lady Gaga and again Bradley Cooper. Knowing that Cooper himself has produced the newest version of A Star is Born persuades us choosing Cooper for the role of John Peters is wise and accurate. Also, we see an actor named Jack Holden, who reminds us of William Holden. Lucy Doolittle reminds us of Lucille Ball, and Mary Grady reminds us of Mary Grady, who was a talent agent in Hollywood. Licorice Pizza's details are extensive to the degree we can hardly imagine. At the end, let me talk about movie's name, which is one of the most bizarre names one can attribute to a movie. We don't see neither licorice nor pizza in the story. The first title considered by Paul Thomas Anderson was Soggy Bottom, which is the first name of Gary's waterbed company before Fat Bernie's, but eventually Anderson changed his mind and chose Licorice Pizza. It actually was the name of a chain of a record store in the 70s in California, which was inspiring for Paul Thomas Anderson, who had lived there at his childhood. The film occurs in California, and that record store was in California too, in the same period. This is the only resemblance between the movie and its name. Does it suffice to choose this weird name? If you consider the name Licorice Pizza reminds the director of some childish memories, probably it suffices. Thanks for watching.